Hey, how are we doing today, guys? So today I wanted to talk about this contraption right here. Alrighty, guys, so if you saw my other video, I did a review of the touch controller grips for the Oculus Quest 2 by AMVR, and they decided to reach out to me and send me 2 more accessories that you can attach to your Oculus Quest 2, and those would be earmuffs and a facial interface change. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and go over those, do an unboxing, installation, and just tell you what I think of them so far and if they're worth picking up. Alrighty, guys, so you can pick up the AMVR earmuffs for about $12.99 and the facial interface for $26.99 on Amazon. Also, they have different types of package deals where you can get the earmuffs and the different facial interface, not the exact one I have, for just 20 bucks. And then they also have a big box package that you can check out that's 50 bucks that comes with those things along with some other things. And I'll have those linked down below and I'll show them on screen so you can get a look at them. And what you get with the facial interface, you get 2 leather foams, one's thin, one's thick, and then you get these small side wedges. You get the anti-leakage nose pad, and then you get the interface bracket that actually goes onto the headset. And with the earmuffs, they just also come in this little plastic bag, and they come with just the earmuffs, and then like a warranty card comes with both, and also just like an instruction guide that shows you how to use them also comes with both. Alrighty, guys, so when you first pick it up, all you want to do is you just want to attach the leather piece, and it attaches to the actual bracket just with Velcro. And you can either choose the thick one or the thin one, but that goes on pretty easily. And then you want to take this little nose piece, which I actually had a little bit of trouble with because at first I didn't even know what it was for, but it's actually to stop light from leaking in where your nose comes in. I honestly was not reading or paying attention well enough, but it has these little, these 2 little holes on the side, and they match up with these 2 little poles. And it matches up with these 2 little holes that come with the actual interface bracket. And you just have to match these 2 little holes up with the 2 poles that come on the facial interface. And you just push them down, pinch them and slide them down. It goes on pretty easy once you actually know how to do it, but I felt like when I was reading the instructions, I didn't really get it. And on top of the fact that I already didn't know what it was, so. And after that, you're pretty much set up, and you just want to push it straight into the Oculus Quest 2 itself. It's a pretty straightforward process, and it just clicks into place exactly where the regular interface would. But if you do wear glasses like I do, you do have to add the glasses spacer before you add the interface itself. Alrighty, guys, and then to install the earmuffs, you just want to pop the headband off of the Quest, and then you want to slide each side into each earmuff. And then when you put those back onto the headset, you just kind of want to push them in at an angle, and they won't snap as audibly as they do when you just regularly push them in, but it will be very secure. And once you've got them at this angle, you just go ahead and pop them back in, and you're ready to go. Guys, so now that we've got the installation and unboxing out of the way, I just want to go over what these things are supposed to do and pretty much my experience with them so far. So the facial interface, the new one is supposed to be more comfortable, and it's supposed to stop you from having that nasty, sweaty feeling all over your face that I know I got with the original thing. After you wear it for a certain time, especially if you're playing a game that's more active, like maybe like Beat Saber or this skiing game that I play from Side Quest. You don't really, after a long period, you don't really have that sweaty, nasty feeling, and these are much cleaner and easier to wipe off than the original one. That's just like this cloth material. And the earmuffs, they're just supposed to direct that sound that comes through from the side straight down to your ears. And I think of it sort of like kind of if you put your phone in like a cup or something, and it kind of amplifies that. That's basically what it's supposed to be doing. Now, onto my actual experiences with these things. The earmuffs are like, I have no idea. Like, I had no idea at all how good they were going to be. I was assuming that it would just amplify a little bit. These things, I used to always use the Quest on max volume without any headphones when I'm just using the speakers that are built in. I can barely turn it up past half now. The sound is so much louder. Like, I was playing Contractors and Population 1, and the gunshot sounds are literally unbearable. They're so loud with this on. Now, it will definitely amplify the sound. Like, I would say it's at least twice as loud, just because I usually have it all the way up, and now I have it at half volume almost all the time. Everything is clear, and you can definitely hear it very well. Now, it's not going to be as good as your maybe favorite pair of headphones, but it's definitely not going to cost near as much, with these only costing $12.99. Is it worth picking up for $12? I would or $13 after tax. I would definitely say these are definitely worth the pickup, especially if you're in a position like me where you have to or you want to hear the sounds around you, but still be able to hear what's going on in the game that you're playing as good as possible without, you know, blocking off your surroundings by putting on a traditional pair of earphones or headphones. Now, moving on to the facial interface, a few things I wanted to point out. One thing is these little poles or the little connectors that connect to the headset itself are so much more secure than the ones that come on the Quest. If you look at them side by side, or yeah, the ones that come with the Quest, this one is much more secure. I noticed that the regular one would like wobble a little bit. This one does not do that. It clicks in and it has those longer little points that connect to the headset and hook in, and it definitely makes it much more secure. My problem though is that I still have to use the glasses spacer, so I don't get that extra security. I don't know what it is, but I have two Oculus Quest 2s, and on either one of them, the glasses spacer is just wobbly. It's not really an issue when it's on your face because it's tight and it's held down, but when it's like when you're holding it or when you're moving it around, you can definitely feel the looseness. I wish that AMVR had made their own like glasses spacer just because of how well their actual interface clicks in and little extended pieces that make it so much more secure. Another thing I wanted to touch on with the facial interface is the fact that it fits around my glasses so much better. So if you wear glasses, this is not going to be as tight of a fit. If you watch my review of the Oculus Quest 2, you would notice that when 9 times out of 10, when I pull the Quest off my head, my glasses would go with it every single time. But with this, it leaves more space in between, and you can adjust the leather piece as much as you want around those Velcro straps so that it fits better for you. But if you wear glasses, this is definitely a better thing to have just because it gives you that additional space to be able to fit your glasses through without pushing on your glasses, you know. So I didn't really have an issue with it pushing in my glasses too hard at first, but this is definitely just a more clean fit around my glasses. So it's really nice to have this to be able to wear this a little bit more comfortably without it taking my glasses off every single time I put it on my head. Another thing I wanted to talk about is these little the orange accent line that goes all the way around the actual bracket itself. You can see that when there's light outside, it doesn't have to be a lot of light. It can be like a TV or some light coming through the window. You can see that little orange thing coming, like you can see it through the headset. Now, at first I thought this was gonna be a problem, but if you just adjust the leather pieces, you can get that to go away. But the easiest way I found and the most efficient way is to take those little side wedges that they give you and just stuff them in those little spots. It makes it feel more snug on your head. It's built and they're made to give you a more secure fit. So you put it in there to make it tighter, but it doesn't really make it much tighter and it blocks out that orange light that you get. So I feel like those little side wedges are definitely a necessity. I would not wear it without those little side pieces just because any little light source outside the headset can make that orange shine through. And you'll notice when you're moving around to places with less light versus the place with more light, you can see it shining and changing the light, which can be a little bit distracting, especially if you want your gaming experience to be immersive, which is the whole point of VR. So it was almost something I didn't like, but once you put those things in there, it completely goes away. But I did think that I would just mention it so you guys would know. Another thing that I didn't initially know I needed, and I've gotten like I think I've gotten 2 or 3 of these with the accessories I bought from them before for my Quest 1 and this. The little nose piece, I didn't know what it was. I didn't care. I never read the instructions. So it actually goes, like I showed you earlier, it goes on your, like right above where your nose goes. So it blocks that light from coming up. That was something I did not know I needed until I actually put it on. Literally, you put that thing on, nothing comes up, no light comes up. I would always have that issue when I was looking around. I feel like I have a pretty like wide or sizable nose to be able to block that out, but apparently they make it big enough so everybody's can fit. But that thing definitely helps a ton. It's completely dark in there. So definitely use that facial interface. If you didn't know what it was, like I did, now you know. So overall, I would say that these are, I wouldn't say that they're necessities. I would say if you need to hear things outside of you, the earmuffs are definitely a necessity. They make the sound so much louder without isolating you completely from the outside world when you want to be. But onto the facial interface, I wouldn't say it's a necessity unless you're sweaty. If your face gets sweaty in the Quest 2, definitely get this interface. It kind of just rolls off and it doesn't make it as like, because it's like a perforated leather and it feels so much, it doesn't make you as sweaty. And even with the sweat, it's easier to wipe off and clean off, especially if you're sharing it with people around the house. And with all of this nonsense going around, you definitely want to make sure you're not spreading germs with anybody. So
But overall, I would definitely recommend you pick up both of these just because it'll make your Quest 2 experience much more enjoyable. And especially with the pieces that you get, it makes it more immersive, which is something you're always looking for when you're trying to find, when you're trying to play VR. You want something that's gonna turn that immersion to the next level. And I pretty much have the same thoughts about all of their accessories that I've used so far, including the grips, facial interfaces, and the earmuffs. Between this Quest and the older Quest, I think their products are like definitely worth trying and picking up. I feel like it's one of the better brands out there when you're trying to look for products for the Oculus Quest 2. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you have any questions, comment down below and I'll get to those as soon as I can. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. Always looking for more subscribers, people to join the team. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy.
Don't wanna complicate ya.